We have some big news to talk about today. Starlink is getting a new design. So the Dishy that we have known to grow and love is now going to be rectangular. And of course, if any of you guys get one of these new units, I would love for you to send a picture my way. This is something that I've known was coming for a while, but of course I didn't want to report on it until I had absolute certainty. And now we have the pictures, we have the renderings, and we have the specs about the new rectangular dish. Well, it's official. Dishy McFlatface is now Dishy McRectangle face? Yeah, I guess that works. Starlink has this new look. This is a thinner and lighter weight option than the circular dish that all of you Starlink beta users, if you have Starlink already, have been testing over the last year. Now, not only is the shape different, but there's another notable difference. A new 3x3 MIMO router, which does not come in with a built-in Ethernet port like the predecessor. SpaceX is offering an Ethernet adapter on its website. And it also appears that this rectangular version comes with more accessory options. The new installation guide shows the types of poles that attach to the sides of housing, and there's even this long vertical pole that you can use and simply stick into the ground of your yard. However, this option does require digging. Starlink claims that the rectangular Starlink is currently available for all new orders fulfilled in the US, but it really could be a while before you see your dish. My inside source tells me that the new production process is about 3 times faster with this new design. These terminals are cheaper to mass produce. And remember, in the very beginning, it was costing SpaceX over $3,000 per unit, so they were taking a major hit. Since then, they've been able to at least cut the price in half, and it's probably even cheaper now with this rectangle design, so this should cut costs dramatically. Of course, this chip shortage is unfortunately still delaying you getting your Starlink. I know so many of you have been waiting patiently. And it's rumored that square versions of Starlink won't be available until sometime next year. I want to say thank you to Miles for sending me this Starlink install guide. It's very similar to the OG version. Of course, you find a clear view of the sky. Your Starlink needs that clear view so it can stay connected with satellites as they move overhead. Objects that obstruct the connection between your Starlink and the satellite, like a tree branch, pole, or roof, will cause service interruptions. Now, there are instructions on the app how to do this. Download the Starlink app, use the Check for Obstructions tool to find an install location that will deliver the best service. Make sure that your Starlink is installed within 35 degrees of vertical. Then you want to plug your Starlink in, put your Starlink into the base and plug it into power, and the Starlink will automatically level itself to search for satellites overhead. Don't attempt to manually adjust your Starlink. It'll do the work for you. After a few minutes, Starlink will make its initial connection to the Starlink constellation, and you'll see it tilt to the optimum angle for satellite coverage. This is slightly north or south based on your location in the northern or southern hemisphere. If you can't find a clear field of view from your ground level, you could consider installing your Starlink in an elevated location, like on a roof, a pole, or a wall. And additional mounts and accessories are available for purchase at the Starlink shop. Also, thank you to Ron for giving me this look at some of those accessory options for our new rectangular friend. There's a pipe adapter mount, a short wall mount, a long wall mount, a ground pull mount, and a pivot mount. And this is my fun little tidbit. Elon says that the pattern on the Starlink router is the orbital transfer ellipse from Earth to Mars. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for tuning in to Ellie in Space. As always, your support is greatly appreciated, especially to my Patreon supporters, and some of you are really helping me out tremendously. I wanted to give a special shout out to you. Also excited about the new watermark logo that you can see. This is done by my friend Tony, and he just does such great work, so I wanted to give him a shout out as well. So here we are. I just wanted to let you guys know about this development, and I hope that you're excited just like I am.